Hello everyone, it's Winchester Breyer here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to airbrush a Palomino that looks like this. I apologize for the bad lighting. Let's see if I can get a little bit of a better lighting on him. Now he is very shaded, absolutely beautiful. Not done yet, I haven't finished his hooves, but I'm actually going to be airbrushing that color on the Smarty Jones mold, which, as you guys know, that's my favorite mold. So, today I'm going to be showing you how you can airbrush this Palomino color that I did on this guy on the Smarty Jones, which any model actually. So for this you're going to need a couple of things. You're going to first need obviously an airbrush and a compressor, which if you don't have one of those, they are quite pricey, so you'll probably have to wait to you buy one. I don't know, if you're a minor, you'll probably have to wait for Christmas, birthday, whatever, or until you can afford one. So for this particular color, there's just a couple of different colors we're going to need, and I use the Golden High Flow acrylic color. So we're going to need Titan Buff, Raw Sienna, and then you can either use black and white and just mix them like I do because I don't have a gray, or you can use a gray for some of the dark points like the eyes and the muzzle. So without further ado, I'm going to get into this. Airbrush is going on. And for airbrush, I use the Iwata, and I don't remember what this is called, Eclipse. The Iwata Eclipse, so let me just make sure that I can actually get color to go through here, or get some of this to go through. So what I'm doing here, I have this, which I'm going to try and see if I can maybe link some of these things. This is one of those cleaning pots. So basically you put your airbrush in it, you spray. This is cleaner in this one. It's dirty because there was paint in the airbrush and I left it there for long, sorry. Okay, so I'm spraying that out. Then the first color that I'm going to go in with is the Titan Buff. And with this guy, I'm going to take him off of his stand while I do this because I don't want to get that covered. And I know that this looks really dirty, but that's just because the bottle is stained. I've been meaning to get one for each color, but I have yet to do that. So you're really just going to coat the horse in this color. And keep in mind that I am in a room with the window open to ventilate it out, because I don't want to be breathing these paints, and I'm also wearing a mask. As you can see, that's just kind of a basic off-white color. I almost want to turn that off so you guys can see that. It's like a basic kind of off-white tannish color. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take both of these colors and I'm actually going to mix them together to create another color. And I do have one in there already, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and use that. I'm going to run some cleaner through this real quick, even though it's technically not necessary since the color that I'm using is very, very similar to the last one, so it's like not that big of a deal if they get mixed. And do keep in mind you have to clean your airbrush after every time. And we're going to start kind of just highlighting over areas that would normally be darker. The side here, up the neck. And it's really just all based on preference too. So like, maybe you have like a reference picture. I am going to go ahead and go down the front of the face here. In the front, we're going to go on the shoulder, up the neck, and then on the leg here. So as you can see, he's turning into a bit more of like a Palomino color. We're going to go over those spots once more before we flip right onto the back. I totally forgot to take off the stand. And next up, we're going to go in and do some gray points, which I think personally is the most important part when you're doing a Palomino. So for the gray, I mixed black with a few drops of white. we're going to go, I lay him down like this normally, and then I go ahead and shade the muzzle. And I'm going to go ahead and shade around his eye as well, which you have to be very light and very careful when doing this because you don't want to make it look messy. And then last but not least, we're going to shade his under region, we'll call it. Alright, so his paint has had a little bit of time to dry, so I'm going to go ahead and get into a little bit of the detailing that we do, or that I do with my models that I customize. And I'm going to go ahead and pull out the toothpick as well so that we can get started on the first layer of the eyes. So, I know this looks like one of those cheap little kid nonsense crap, whatever, but it's actually not. So what I have in here is a mix of this acrylic paint called Master's Touch, which is a high quality $5 paint. And then I mix that with, I don't have any out here, but it's like this. It's a water-based airbrush paint thinner, but I don't actually use that when I airbrush. But I'm going to use this very fine-haired brush, and we're going to start putting the first layers of paint on our model's hair. Now, white is a process. I don't know how many of you have ever painted with white before, but you have to have a lot of patience because it's really a lot of work and the layers have to be very thin. So this is going to be the first of a lot of layers. So there's the first layer on the mane. And the tail is a bit more challenging because, well, as you'll see, I have to go over the red since the tail was not originally primed. And for his eyes, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to take a toothpick and that same white paint, and we just dip the toothpick, and then we're going to the first layer on the eye, and we're going to flip him over and do the other side as well. Now the mane is going to take a lot more time as we're going to have to go over it several times until we get the correct color of white, which is just going to be a much more pure kind of white. Okay, so he has now had all night to dry, so he's pretty much 100% dry. Now what I would do after this is I have like an airbrush matte spray that I'm going to spray over him after I do his hooves, which this is actually going to be the last segment of the video. I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys how I did their eyes. Now let me show you the Palomino that I've already done his eyes here. And he's just one that needs hooves done too. So I'm going to do multiple layers on the mane. And then I'm going to finish up the hooves, and then I will spray him with matte spray. But I just wanted to do a quick show you how I do the eyes, because other than that he's done. And I think that the tutorial went pretty well. So I painted him white like you guys saw, and then I just went ahead and did a black dot kind of in the middle of that. And now I'm going to take a brown, and we're going to cover most of the dot, just leaving the edges black, like such. Then we let that dry, and then we do a black dot in the middle of that, which I won't be doing on video because this takes a little bit to dry. But I just wanted to make sure that you guys saw and comprehended how I was doing the eye. Now I think this guy turned out beautiful. I don't know what your guys' opinions are. I don't know if I'll add any markings. Personally, I love the way that he turned out, and I may be offering commissions pretty soon here of this color. I usually offer them based on what I'm good at. So once I get practice in and I'm perfect at something, I will offer a commission in it. So right now I do leopard Appaloosas, and I do the gray like another Smarty Jones I've done, and also bays. So Palominos, and I've done buckskins too, because like this is a commission I'm working on for someone. And there's another one as well, and it's pretty much the same as this. You just do the main black and the dark points black. So yeah, that is my video on how to paint a Palomino. using an airbrush. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. These guys are literally like twins over here. Thank you so much for watching this. Let me know what other types of videos you guys would like to see. I'm always down to try new things. And yeah, bye guys.